Hello and welcome to Your New Jersey. I'm Lisa Marie Falbo. On today's show, we have Rosemary Scapitulo of the New Jersey Mental Health Association. We're also joined by Ed Kirchdoer, who will share all that is coming up at Morristown Performing Arts Center this season. But first, hundreds of women gathered at the New Jersey Performing Arts Center in Newark for the second annual Let's Talk Women's Health and Wellness event. Let's take a walk on the wellness side with some of the special women who brought much needed information to the masses.
Welcome to Let's Talk! Our mental health matters.
I think events like this are so important because women especially, we don't talk enough about certain things. So it's so great to get together and to have these open discussions and dialogue and to be able to communicate on a deeper level so that we're all on the same page and really feeling what everyone is going through.
So we're talking about our presentation, Justice and Joy, and it really is discussing the lived experiences of being a Black person birthing in New Jersey and how Black women are actually navigating and safely giving birth. We want people to know what the risks are, but we also want to share how we take care of those risks. What are some things that can be put into place to make sure that people feel safe and comfortable as they're going in to deliver?
Li-Fraumeni syndrome is a hereditary cancer variant that predisposes children and adults to a variety of cancers. I participated in a panel conversation about genetics, and I was thrilled to be here as a patient advocate and share the lived experience. It was a huge honor to be on this panel with wonderful women and hear stories from other people attending.
The panel today was about discussing birth outcomes, focusing on the joy of the possibilities and giving choices in birth, making sure that people understand birth doesn't have to be traumatic. Birth can be amazing and wonderful and normal, natural, and physiologic.
This has been just an incredible event. I've actually haven't seen an event quite like this before that gets the information out there, that is so well attended, so well put together, so thoughtful.
Even if you just touch one person, that makes your whole day, right? Because it's not a lot of people know some of the information that you're giving, and your perspective is always needed. So it felt great, being able to talk about my experience and kind of relive the little moments that I had, and hopefully, it leaves a positive impact on someone in the audience.
This is information that is very powerful to know, that we know that is very overwhelming for people, but there are things that you can do with that information to either prevent getting a cancer or to get the best treatment possible. Education is power, and knowing what your options are is the first step to having access to figuring out where to go when you are faced with either a cancer diagnosis or, in this session that we were talking about, if you have a family risk of cancer.
People that were here just couldn't say enough and be grateful enough and say that, we need more of this. To be able to give to women today so generously these rich topics, these incredible doctors, these presenters, I don't know, I'm just flying high. I am flying high.
The meditation bus, the most amazing activation here today. Tell us all about it.
So we are a mobile meditation studio. We work in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, basically anywhere we can drive to. We park outside hospitals, universities, colleges, corporate clients, and we bring meditation right to the people's door. And we give people a headset, they have a meditation, they sit down and they sit there for 10-15 minutes. They disconnect from their life and they reconnect to themselves, and they live different people.
It's an amazing opportunity. This is a huge event, and it's so nice to see how many people really care and want to do things differently.
I make handmade products, mostly tote bags and zip pouches. One of my more popular prints is actually a boob print. It's really nice to be a part of a women's event and just kind of be around all these different people from different walks of life, and they've gone through different circumstances to be here, and it's just really nice to meet everybody, and they're all very excited when they see my boobs.
it's moments like this that we really feel connected. We take this good energy with us as we go, and we should really have more events like this.
I feel that women's health has just not been a topic that they're willing to talk about or fund, and it just needs more attention.
We want to make sure that there are spaces for women to gather and to learn from each other.
This is such an incredibly special group of women learning and getting educated today, but most importantly, it unites people and brings people together, and we all share something. And today we're all sharing something really special.
I'm here helping raising awareness, and I can't believe how many people are actually affected, how many women are diagnosed with breast cancer. I feel like being here, I'm able to collaborate with so many people to really raise awareness and save lives and educate women.
And I wanted to bring my daughter because she's our future and she needs to know about breast health and health in general. And so I'm so happy that this opportunity was here for me and my daughter.
This event was extremely eye-opening, to be honest with you. You always hear about breast cancer and everything, and you just think about the patient. But today I learned about mental health, and it affects the family. You know what I mean? It really does. And I do think women are strong, and we have a lot to worry about. And I just think that this event was very helpful.
I thank everyone that participated in every way, our volunteers, our committee, our sponsors, our presenters. You can't make something like this happen, and it takes not even a village, like a large city. You walk through the doors of NJPAC and you're like, I belong here. This feels right to me. This feels good to me. NJPAC is an institution in Newark, and whatever contribution we can do to make it healthier, to make the women healthier, to make them their own best advocates, that's exactly what we're doing. So why stop now?
It helped me realize that I need some therapy. I'm an 18-year survivor, but with having death in the family and stuff, I kind of like put myself on the back burner, and I realized that I need to step up.
All from today.
All from today. All from today. It was awesome.
As we just saw, the core of the Let's Talk Women's Health and Wellness event is mental health, which leads to our next guest, Rosemary Scott Patullo, the Director of Development and Community Engagement of the Mental Health Association in New Jersey. They have their Evening of Excellence coming up, and she's here to tell us more. Hi, Rosemary.
Hi, Lisa. How are you today?
I'm doing well. So thank you
Great.
so much for coming on here and educating our audience on the amazing work of the Mental Health Association. Tell us what you do here in the Garden State.
Thank you so much, Lisa. Well, our organization is a nonprofit philanthropic organization, 78 years plus, who focuses on advocacy. And what we do as well is that we dedicate to the community, people helping people, specifically focusing on behavioral health conditions, including mental health and/or substance abuse issues, and their family members are included as well in that. We're a statewide organization with several different offices throughout the state. We ourselves at the moment are located in Springfield, New Jersey, but we cover down to Atlantic County.
Great. And what are the services you provide?
So this association provides throughout the state tremendous amount of educational programs, training, and services. We house going into corporations, specifically designing some of our programs for who we're going to educate. And that makes a world of difference to some of the people in the community, because if you know your audience, you're able to address specific issues that will meet their needs. Our focus is to fight stigma in particular, because we know related to helping people to be more comfortable, stepping forward to get the help they actually need is major. And that is really what it's all about. We need people to make sure they know how to access the organization, how they can access help for themselves and for their loved ones. And without them knowing that, how are they to help themselves? So we really hope with the promoting of our advocacy work and efforts and anyone who we work with in the community, this will make a major difference.
Well, one of the way that you provide resources is via fundraising, and you have your big fundraising event coming up on November 15th, the Evening of Excellence at the Park Savoy Estate in Florham Park. Tell us all about the event.
We do, and this is our pride and joy, our signature event. And what makes this event, Lisa, so special to all of us is that we truly recognize the people in the community who are leaders in behavioral health, which is extremely important. Yes, it's our #1 fundraiser, and we host it at a magnificent place annually, which is local in Florham Park, the Park Savoy, and it's what one would say an opportunity to network, to socialize, lavish cocktail party and reception, beautiful dinner. But most important, we have a wonderful program where we honor our honorees and we have a keynote speaker. And this year, we're fortunate to have 5 amazing people, or a group of people. Dr. Frank Ganassi, who's president and CEO of Rutgers University Behavioral Health and Senior Vice President of Behavioral Health and Addiction Service Line for RWJ Barnabas Health. He's being honored for being a pioneer in the world of research in behavioral health. And we're quite happy to have him with us and to work with him going forward this year to do the best we can for our community. We have Donald J. Parker, which many also are familiar with. He is a licensed social worker and president of Behavioral Health Care Treatment Services for Hackensack Meridian Health. And he's being honored for his very long-standing increasing access to behavioral health treatment and the innovative approaches. We have with us this year Edward C. Dobelman. Mr. Dobelman, who's the director of crisis intervention team, is a retired chief of police. He's being honored for leadership and training first responders across the state of New Jersey on how to assist people experience behavioral health crises. And that's extremely important, as we all know. We have also a group, a corporation of people, and I have to tell you, they've been working with us for a couple of years now, and they're called the Purple Swans Corporation. It's a nonprofit New Jersey dance troupe. They integrate Chinese and American performance, being honored for using their platform to make a positive impact on all the communities, which is fabulous. And last but not least, we have Emily Grossman. Emily is not only our keynote speaker this year, but we are honoring her for her individual struggle that she has overcome and works on, I'm sure, every day in her life. She is a peer life coach, keynote speaker, author of her new book that was just released called Author of Unlocked from Psych Hospital to Higher Self. And she's being honored for being an inspirational leader for people with mental health and substance use conditions. It'll be interesting. She's going to tell her abridged story the night of the Evening of Excellence, and everyone is looking forward to it, and it'll be a wonderful evening and a true testimony to what the organization is about.
Rosemary, what an amazing lineup, and I'm so excited that you asked me to MC all of these festivities.
Yes, I was going to mention that, Lisa. We're fortunate to have you. And I do want to say one thing. The beauty of working for this organization, like any philanthropic organization that people really believe in, is that you meet all different types of people, which is wonderful, and you're able to network them. And that's so helpful when you're looking for resources for people in all different types of specialties or all different needs that they have in their life. And working with you and working with many other organizations, it's a commonality amongst all of us wanting to help one another. And I think that's kudos to people in New Jersey. People want to help people. And I'm proud to be a New Jerseyan.
Rosemary, where can people purchase a ticket to the event?
Thank you, Lisa, for asking. There are 2 ways you can purchase them. You can go online at mhanj.org and click under where it says announcements. And the second way is to click on the QR code.
Great. Rosemary, it's always a pleasure being with you, whether in person or virtually. Thank you so much, and I'll see you November 15th.
Thank you so much, Lisa. We look forward to seeing you and having that evening and having you host us. And thank you for this opportunity to speak with you. Have a great day.
You too. With an array of dazzling shows, an ongoing state-renowned educational program, and so much more, the Mayo Performing Arts Center is the place to be this season. Ed Kirchdoer, Chief Operating Officer of Mayo PAC, is here to tell us more. Ed, welcome to the show.
Hey, Lisa Marie, how you doing?
It's always great to have you on. I don't like to play favorites, but Morristown Performing Arts Center has a special place in my heart. We've been working together for 10 years, believe it or not, and you always have something special happening, and I know you have a lot coming up for the holiday season.
It's a busy time, and it's always a busy time at MPAC. We always have some great things going on, and as we head into the holiday season, we have a lot of great events for individuals and families and friends to get together to have a great time and really kind of covering all aspects of the arts. So if you like something traditional like the Nutcracker with New Jersey Ballet and New Jersey Symphony, or something a little more contemporary with A Girl Named Tom, which won Voice in 2021, or a family event like Charlie Brown Christmas, we really have something for everybody this holiday season.
I know, I'm really upset that we can't make Charlie Brown Christmas happen. I got the postcard in the mail, and my family and I, we picked out our show, but we're gonna have to go in the spring to see Bluey.
Hey, everybody loves Bluey.
Everyone
except
loves
parents. I think because parents think, no, parents always feel like, I don't. As a parent, I always feel like Bluey like shows me up.
I feel that way about the Peppa Pig family too. Who's also been to your theater that I've actually seen?
Peppa Pig, Baby Shark, Disney Junior. It's been on TV. We pretty much have had them all, and it's great because the kids really identify with these shows and love seeing their characters come to life on stage.
You're known throughout the state and really the world for your education of young artists. Tell us more about your programs.
Mayo Performing Arts Center Arts Education Program is highlighted by our Performing Arts School. It's an after-school program that has, over the course of a year, about 800 children go through the program. It really is an amazing, immersive program for these children because our school is not based on, hey, I want to be a star, make me a star, I want to be on Broadway. I mean, some kids want to try that, but it's really more about being inclusive and being participant and really being part of something awesome and learning these skills that are great to learn as a performer, but they're going to carry over with you on anything you do in life, whether it's in the corporate boardroom or in sales or in just your interpersonal communications. It's such a collaborative experience, and the kids love it. We've had kids go through our program who graduated from high school last year. They started when they were 5 years old. They just have been in this program. You make great friends, and you really participate in a wonderful program.
And there's also a special needs aspect to your programs as well.
Yes, in 2017, we started something called the Miracle Project. It is based out of a program that's in Los Angeles. We're the only New Jersey provider of the Miracle Project, and it's a program for children on the autism spectrum and with other specific needs. And it really is as a performing arts training program for those children. And it's something you don't really think about, like, a child with autism participating in the performing arts, but it really gives them an opportunity to really express themselves in ways that they've maybe never have before. I think it's likely that in school they might be shunted to the side a little bit, but here they get partnered up with another student, who typically someone who's in one of our other programs who serves as their buddy and mentor throughout, and they really come out of their shells, and you really see these amazing personalities and skills that these children have. And when they do their final performance on our stage, on our main stage, and you just see the joy that they have performing, and some of them are even nonverbal, but they're part of this group, and you see their parents and the audience seeing their children just having fun and just having a great time. It's such an emotionally rewarding experience. You cannot come away from one of those events without crying tears of joy. And I think it's the heart and soul of what we do here, watching the children in those programs.
20 years of excellence, and what a past few years it's been, obviously, weathering through the pandemic where the arts really were impacted, but you emerged bigger and better than ever. How did you manage to weather that storm?
We started right away, back in March 2020 when everything got shut down. Once we absorbed the shock for about 2 weeks and we realized this was not going to be a 2-week thing or a 4-week thing, and we had to start canceling dozens of shows that were on our schedule, we started thinking, well, what can we do? What can we do? People need the arts. People want to have artistic experience and they want to participate. So early on, we were the first ones out with the drive-in concerts outside. We did them at Foster Fields. And then we started preparing for the return of people in the theater. So when we were allowed to do, I think it was a limited capacity of about 150 at the time in September of that year, we were ready to go. We put out our plans together. We were the first performing arts center in New Jersey to present an indoor performance in the COVID era, again, with an audience of 150. When we seat 1,300, it's kind of odd, but we had everybody distance and everything. And we learned how to do it safely and make everybody feel comfortable. So when it became time to bring in audiences, full capacity audiences in 2021, September 2021, we had all those steps. We built the equity with our audience and our patron base to know that if they were coming here, they were going to be in a safe environment and they were going to still have a great time. And I like to think that we're past all that now, obviously, I hope, right? And things are back to normal, and it's great. The audiences, after a while, started coming back, and they haven't stopped coming, and we're very excited. I think because I think they feel that they trust us to be able to make them see a performance in a safe and wonderful environment.
You incorporated a lot of, as you said, outdoor activities around the theater, especially during the pandemic. What we're talking about today is this amazing Festival of Lights happening November 12th. It looks so beautiful, and I can't wait to bring my family out there. Tell us what we can expect.
Sure. The Theater of Light will be Sunday, November 12th from 5 to 8 p.m. It's an outdoor event. It's right adjacent to the theater at the Vail Mansion Plaza, and it's our fourth one. It's really just a celebration of community, and it's using lights as lights connect people of all different ethnicities and backgrounds, and it's an opportunity to really share in a communal event where we'll have these winged angels with LED lights on their hands, on their arms, and we'll have LED jugglers and our performing arts company, which is our top students in our school who will perform, and we'll have an ice sculptor and all sorts of different things out there to really bring our community together and welcome in the fall.
And is there an admission to come to this event, or is it free for all?
It's a free event. It's one of our, what we call Arts in the Community events. We have a series of free performances that we do in the summer, and this is a fall, winter event where we really try to welcome the diverse community that's in Marshtown to the theater.
Awesome. So we touched on the kids programs, this amazing festival on November 12th. Super excited to attend that. What else is on the docket leading into 2024?
We're always working on the next thing, right? So we are working on our lineup for the summer and the fall. We're always adding events to our schedule. Dancing with the Stars just went on sale recently. That's coming in January. Tracy Morgan just added. He's coming in February. You mentioned Bluey coming in April for 5 shows. So we'll have Bluey Mania here in April, and we just keep on looking to see what's the next thing out there, and bringing the best of the performing arts in all genres to Marshtown.
And you're getting the big names. I was very upset. I was still on maternity leave when 98 Degrees kicked off their reunion tour at MPAC. I know a lot of women that went to the concert, and they had such an amazing time.
Yeah, it's interesting because now the groups from the 90s are starting to come into venues like ours as their audience, as they age and their audience ages. They are now fitting into our theater. So, before that, my generation, the groups from the 70s and 80s, they were now fitting into the theater. Now they're kind of standard for venues like ours. But it's interesting to see the 90s groups coming in now. So it's good to know that other people are aging as well as me.
Well, when NSYNC's reunion tour kicks off at MPAC, you better be getting me front row seats to that one.
All right.
And
you and my son.
Yes, you and your son. Oh, good. Sure. You're teaching him well. For everything Morristown Performing Arts Center, where can people find out more?
mayoarts.org, and or you can call our box office. But mayoarts.org is where you can keep up to date on things. We're always adding things. I say sign up for our newsletter. We're always announcing new shows, pretty much on a weekly basis at this point of the year. So there's lots of exciting things coming up for late spring, early summer, which will be announced over the next few weeks as we hit the holidays.
Amazing. Well, I'll see you at the Theater of Light on November 12th. Looking forward to that. And Ed, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for having me on. We appreciate the support and just as a support of the community for keeping us as the heart of arts and entertainment in the Marshtown region.
Thank you for joining me on another episode of Your New Jersey. I'm Lisa Marie Falbo. We'll see you back here next week.